everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you and I'm so glad you clicked on. Today we are doing a mini readathon. I am doing, 10 or 12 hours if I go from 9 to 9. I'm not sure the math up there, but that is what I'm going to be doing today. I might go a little bit past 9 depending on if I take any breaks or anything. So this is always so fun to do. I haven't done a little readathon in a little bit. I've been so busy with school and work, I just haven't had the time. So I'm finally starting one today. I'm very excited. I have some books on my radar today that I will share with you. I made myself a nice brown sugar shaken coffee, and I also have a classic seltzer water. We'll see many of these today. But let's talk about my current reads and books that are on my radar. So I am currently reading Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. And this is one of my top priority to finish because it is a book club pick with my sister. We just have a little book club, just the two of us, and we're meeting for it on Thursday evening. So I need to finish this by then. I'm only on page 91, so I'm hoping to make quite the dent in this today. Fingers crossed. And then I am also reading, sorry if you can hear the washer going. My sheets need to be washed, but I am listening to 28 Summers by Ellie on audio through my library, and I'm on page 143. I'm actually hoping to also finish this today. It's a pretty fast-paced book, so I can definitely see myself doing some cleaning around the apartment and just finishing this. I don't have anything on my Kindle, but I am aware that Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher was released today. So if I later tonight want to pick up another book, I'm going to be picking up Love Unwritten on my Kindle because I just love Lauren Asher. She's so easy to read, and I also love all the characters that she writes. So I'm hoping to get to that tonight, as well as potentially starting another audiobook. I'm being very ambitious. But I would like to get to The Fury by Alex Michaelides, because I have it on Libby, and I'm trying to get through all of my Libby holds that I have available to me right now, and I also have The Fury in a physical copy, so I could do a little back and forth reading. So that'll be the audiobook that I start today if all goes well and I finish some of these books. Those are all of the books on my radar. But for now, I'm going to finish up doing some of my schoolwork, watch a little bit more of YouTube, and then I will get started, and I will let you all know when we start the timer. I will be back with a starting update in a few minutes. Hello friend, we are actually 2 hours in, if you guys can see this. I put it for 10 hours, we'll see if that changes, I'll let you all know. 11 o'clock, and I am on page 286 of 28 Summers, and I feel like I'm flying through this, but this is also kind of a longer book, honestly. It is 500 pages almost, so I'm gonna see how much further I can get into this. I just baked some muffins. They turned out really yummy. And I did want to do a bit of cleaning today, but I think I want to save that for a little bit later. And I'm just debating on what I want to do right now, because I would love to finish this book today because I just want to. It's not a book that I'm like obsessed with by any means, but I'm having fun reading it. It's definitely an interesting concept. And I'm interested to see how it's going to end. I didn't explain what this book was about. So essentially, this book is based in Nantucket. If you've read any Ellen Hildebrand, you know that majority of her books are based in Nantucket. So very much summer vibes going on. But essentially, this is following Mallory and Jake. They're the two love interests in this story. Very, very morally wrong. There's an affair happening in here. So Every Labor Day weekend, Jake travels from where he lives to Nantucket to visit Mallory and basically have an affair. He is married, and there's always like a different relationship going on, or there's like a marriage, relationship, breakup, blah blah blah. And essentially every Labor Day weekend they're like with each other and they're together and they do stuff and whatever. They both have kids now, separate people, but yeah, so there are affairs in this book. If that's not something that you enjoy, I don't think I'd recommend picking it up. I typically don't really enjoy it. I think that's why I'm having a hard time connecting with the characters and like truly enjoying the story. It's entertaining, lots of drama, a lot of drama. I don't know, it's very complicated. Lots of family, messy problems, but nonetheless, I am enjoying it. I'm just like not loving it, obviously. I'm not obsessed with it. It's just a good summer little quick read. If you like reality TV shows, I definitely recommend picking this up maybe, and I do. So this is the book that we are focusing on right now, but I definitely want to move forward to Out on a Limb pretty soon here, just to sit and read. Might take a plop in the bed soon and just do some good old readings. I think I'm just gonna keep listening to this. I'm like kind of reading it physically as well and see how fast I can read it. Again, I'm on page 286 out of like 480 something. So, 486. Wow. So I have 200 pages left. Hopefully I can finish this relatively soon, maybe within the next 2.5 hours. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna go ahead, give this more of a read, and I will be back probably when I finish it or if I pick up Out on a Limb. Hello friends, I have a little bit of an update. We have 5 hours and 11 minutes left. We're halfway through. It is actually 2:11 right now, and I just finished 28 Summers. I thought that it was going to be a little bit more of a faster read, but ended up finishing it now. I honestly have like mixed feelings about this because like the writing obviously was great. Ellie Hildebrand is really good at writing and like keeping you engaged in the story, but the actual story plot wasn't my favorite because of the whole affairs, and I feel like this would have been a simple fix, easy, if they just literally just one-sided, honestly, if just Jake left his life, which wasn't all that. He didn't like it. If he just left like in the very beginning, they would have been together and like chilling. But I guess that's the whole point of the book. But it actually ended on kind of a sad note. If you don't know, these like Nantucket books, all of them are like interconnected in some way. So I actually read the book that had Link, which is Mallory's son, already. I forget which one it was, I'm gonna be honest. There's that. Finish this. I think I'm gonna give it a 3 stars. Wasn't anything that I think I would recommend to anybody. Of course I would always recommend Ellie Hildebrand, but I don't think this is one that I would recommend for people to pick up just because of the plot line. And I could see how it could get annoying, but I am happy to say that I finally finished it. It was on my June TBR and I have been neglecting that, so happy I finished this. I am now, think I'm gonna move on to Out on a Limb. I don't know how long that's gonna take me to finish. I don't know if I'll be able to start another book today, but we shall see. I think I'm like 100 pages into that, and there's like almost 400 pages in that book, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my bookshelf and go ahead and start up Out on a Limb and press play on the timer. friends, I have done a little bit of reading of Out on a Limb. Not too much. I've been a little bit distracted the past hour, but it is 4:06 and I just started the Fury on audio because I wanted to go through my books that I own and see if there's any that I wanted to maybe get rid of, donate, or sell on my Pango. So I pulled these 5 books off the shelf. I've either had them for a super long time or I just don't think I'm gonna read them. I have The Long Game by Elena Armis. I have Dark and Shallow Lies, which is a YA thriller series. Ash Princess. And then I have Legend and Lattes. And then I also have 3 Dark Crown. I think I'm gonna list all 5 of these books on my Pango. I just want to do that really quick. I picked up The Fury because it was available through Libby on audio, so that is what I'm listening to right now. I'm really enjoying Out on the Limb, but I do think I'm gonna start up a bath possibly and just read in the bath. I'm not very far into this, literally 16 minutes in. I don't know anything about it, obviously. I like going into thrillers blind, and this is the author of The Silent Patient and The Maidens, which I really enjoyed, so I'm excited to see where this goes. I originally made this like a 10-hour readathon, so I'd be done by 7, but I'm just in a big reading mood today, so that's the plan. I'm gonna go ahead, start a bath, chill, finish my little drinky, and be cozy for the rest of the night. Little readathon update. I have 3 hours remaining still. It is 6:36 and I've been reading for the past like 10 minutes. And I just wanted to come on here to tell you guys that I am absolutely loving this book. I'm on page 180 and I love Beau. I just like everything about this book. I'm really enjoying myself. I'm very happy about it. I was hesitant to pick up this book because I had known it was like accidental pregnancy, and I've had good experiences with it, so I don't know why I thought it wasn't going to be good, but I'm loving it and I'm very excited to finish it. The goal is to finish it tonight. I just want to give you an update. I have 3 hours and 4 minutes left on the timer. Now, I'm going to continue reading here, and then we're going to eat dinner, probably watch an episode of The Vampire Diaries. Hello friends, a little bit of an update. Sorry it's on my phone, but it's 9 o'clock. I'm still reading. I still have an hour and 23 minutes left of this 10-hour readathon. So I'm gonna try and finish this book within the next hour and 20. I'm on page 245 now, so making some progress. I just made myself a cup of lemon loaf tea. I'm probably gonna head to bed after this. I don't think I'll do an update tonight, but I will wrap up this little readathon tomorrow morning. However, I am gonna stay up and finish this book no matter what. So that's the plan. I will see you all definitely in the morning, if not tonight, but also I'm loving this book. Loving it. Hello everybody, it is the next day, but I wanted to close out this readathon vlog. I just got home from work, so I'm looking a little bit crazy. Ignore that. I did end up finishing 2 books yesterday during the readathon. The first book that I finished was 28 Summers by Ellen Hildebrand. I think I'm actually going to settle on a 2.5 or a light 3-star for this book. I was enjoying it, but I didn't love the concept of it. I think I mentioned that when we were talking about it, but the writing obviously was fun, easy to get through, very entertaining, lots of drama, but I just didn't like the whole getting together every Labor Day weekend. I just wasn't vibing with the affair and the idea of that. I just don't think that was something up my alley, so I think I'm gonna give it a 2.5 or a light 3. That is that on that book. But last night I did actually end up finishing Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonin Young, and I really enjoyed this. I actually finished it with 5 minutes left on the timer, so I read for 10 hours yesterday and was able to finish this. I started yesterday on page 142 of this one and ended 485. Let's do some math, shall we? See how many pages I read. So I read 343 pages of this book, and then for this book I started out on page 99, and there is 357 pages in this book, yeah. So I read a total of 258 pages of this book yesterday as well, and I also read about 36 pages of The Fury, but we're not going to talk about that too much just because I'm further in today, but I'm starting a reading vlog for that. So this book, gave it a 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. I loved the characters. I loved the storyline. I honestly just had a really good time. There was nothing I disliked about this book. Golden Retriever male main character and a really sweet female main character who knows what she wants, which I love. I also think the communication in this book was done so well, and I also really enjoyed that there wasn't a third act breakup. Obviously there was some conflict because this is a unexpected pregnancy and it's off of a one-night stand, so there's obviously a bit there's a lot that they don't know about each other, and throughout this book you are just learning about them, and they formed such a great connection. It was just beautiful to read about, so I ended up giving this a 5 stars. I'm so happy that I picked it up. I actually have book club with my sister tomorrow night for this book, so I'm really excited to sit down and talk with her about it. Highly recommend picking this up, even if you don't like the accidental pregnancy or the unexpected pregnancy trope. I think that this one was done really well, especially if you like a golden retriever, super sweet boy. Bo was that. Absolutely obsessed with this book. I loved it. I'm really excited to pick up more by this author. So that is going to be it for this video. I'm happy that I got to finish these 2 books yesterday. It was very lovely just spending the day reading. Of course I got a little bit sidetracked a bit, which is why I didn't end until 10:30. I went to bed immediately after, but I thoroughly enjoyed this readathon. Not both of these books. I did not like this one that much, and I loved this one, so pretty good outcome for yesterday, honestly. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.